Welcome to Good Mythical More. We asked you to tell us what is the strangest thing that you did as a kid or that your kids did.
Huh.
And now we're gonna learn about it and we're gonna react to it.
If it's actually strange, if you should be legitimately concerned.
Yep.
Or not. But first, let's tell a 10-word story. Moms
Can
sometimes
meander
around
parks
while
cutting
their
tendrils
with
scissors,
but
if
they
lose
their
scissors,
they
have
to
improvise
with
blunt
sticks.
That's it.
All right, okay, everybody, you
Why
heard
are we
it.
always disappointed? What would it take for us not to be disappointed?
I'm
story?
never disappointed.
Yeah, we always seem disappointed.
Moms can sometimes meander around parks while cutting their tendrils with scissors, but if they lose their scissors, they have to improvise with blunt sticks. Blunt sticks.
Blunt sticks.
If you ever see a mom in a park with a couple of blunt sticks cutting her own tendrils, you'll be like, I remember when Rattling talked about that.
Well, that's strange.
That was strange.
Strange, a little disappointing.
I mean, we live in Los Angeles. Who hasn't seen a mom with blunt sticks in a park, you know?
Scissor sticks.
That's right.
Well, okay.
Scissor sticks.
It's a different kind of park. Okay.
Strange.
Some strange things include this first one from @FreakyFoodCDN. My now 16-year-old spent his entire year of kindergarten writing, that's in quotes, writing stories about our dog Tim, including near the end of the year, the fact that he died. This news upset his teacher so bad, she called with condolences. Friends, we did not have a dog.
Ha!
Hold on, he made an imaginary dog and
Yeah,
then
and
made
then he
stories
killed him.
about it, and then he killed it because you can't
Yeah.
take that dog into first grade.
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
the kindergarten dog.
They were probably like, oh, can you bring Tim in? We'd love to meet him. It's like, well, I got another story to write first.
I think this is like promising. I don't think this is strange at all. I just think this shows imagination.
And he stuck with it. It reminds me of when Shepard got obsessed with
Pigeons.
and every school project that year was about
Pigeons.
pigeons. Mm-hmm. In one way or another.
Yeah, he created a whole land called Paloma, which is the Spanish word for pigeon, I think.
But he didn't
And
say
it had-
that he had a pet pigeon.
No, because you can't keep pigeons as pets. It's been tried.
Yeah, but you could make that up and then
He
it
was
could have died.
He was a pigeon for Halloween, and he had pigeon. He did the pigeon project, and then his teacher got a pigeon mug because of him. And then when we talked to him about it, I was like, Shepard, because when we went to like meet his teacher, she was like, I got this pigeon mug because Shepard's so into pigeons. And then I was like, Shepard, where did this come from? He was like, I kind of just said it one time. And people seem to get a kick out of it, so I just leaned into it.
Leaned into
He
it.
just leaned into it.
So that's not strange. That's visionary. I think building an entire world around a fantasy dog, I think is super not strange.
That's
It's very
strange.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Now, the name choice.
Tim.
of Tim.
That's good too.
Tim the dog.
You like that? You like Tim?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Well,
that
I don't know
name
if
for a
this
dog.
boy is watching. You seem to be like
He's
a little
16 now.
pandering towards him.
I'm
with your,
not,
no,
I'm
you
not
legitimately
brown-nosing
like.
a 16-year-old.
No, we need more teens to watch.
You think I'm,
We got to replenish this audience. They're getting old.
You know who I saw yesterday that really
Looked old?
truly brightened my day? Like the serotonin was just like surging.
serotonin? You saw her?
I'm serious. I took one look at this guy and I was like, I'm so much happier right now because I've seen you. It's me.
Carney.
Good guess. No, this is a guy.
A famous person from a distance or someone you knew?
He's famous in a way. He's had like a couple like really popular TikToks.
Is this gonna tie in?
He
Is his name Tim?
his eyes are a little weird.
You saw Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you do?
Oh
with
my
him?
Oh, your
gosh.
dog?
I saw Sean. I think we made eye contact from across the room, but
Yeah,
it's hard to tell.
looking. He's always looking. He just walks
And
side to side.
boy, he really brightened my day immediately.
I would. You know what?
He's nice now, too.
I was hoping when I saw that he and Barbara were here, I was like, I need to make sure that Stevie knows that they're here. You were in a meeting, like you always are.
Yeah, true.
But I'm glad you worked it out and
Yeah.
you found him.
And I said hi to Barbara too. Barbara is much more refined now than the last time I saw her.
Yeah,
she's
she's
really
kinda
taken on
sits
that
there.
big sister.
She's 63 now. She's retiring.
Yep.
You know.
I was glad that Sean was, he was super chill and very happy. He licked my hand instead of biting it
He's
like
he
he did
is
before.
quite a licker. He is quite a licker now.
Let's see another.
My son, do you see a pattern here? Dips Twix in ranch dressing at Pita.
At PETA.
Pita. P with 3 E's. Pita.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That's the username.
Oh,
I thought
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were
at the PETA
legitimately-
meetings,
No.
my son dips Twinkies in ranch dressing.
no, Twix.
Twix.
Oh, Twix.
That's weird.
Still weird.
That's strange. Chocolate and ranch.
At this point, I just don't know anyone who eats Twix.
Oh,
you know?
they're good.
I'm not saying they're
fun-sized
not
Twix?
good. I just like I didn't know they were a part of people's daily lives.
Every
at this point.
Halloween, that's what I find myself going back
Kalen's
to
mom
from the
loves
stash.
Twix.
Twix are good. They're still good.
They're
and
so
you can
good.
eat one and save the other for later, or share with a friend. Yeah, not with your dog though.
That's
You
strange.
can't give your dogs chocolate.
Nope, that's strange.
That's strange. Officially strange.
Next.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. know
No
you
more
were saying-
discussion.
Oh, okay. My daughter, okay, at the age of 6, ripped off. Oh God!
I'm ready for this.
Ripped off both of her pinky toenails on purpose.
Okay.
Her reaction was because she, quote, her reason, sorry, was because she, quote, wanted to know what was underneath of them.
Oh.
Now, hold
at
on. Doing that
Weasel.
once, that's something.
Maybe she did it.
Doing it twice,
I think she ripped them off at the same time.
I hope she did. But that's even hard. Like, you think she grabbed each with one hand and ripped at the same time? I hope so, because once you do the first one, how you going to go to the second one?
Maybe something different's under the next one.
Oh my God, that gives me the bad tingles.
Yeah, this is I don't know. I'm not a child psychologist.
That's hard to do, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
are they not rooted in when you're 6 years old?
Let's not talk about it.
Are they just right there at the
Hold on.
just waiting to be flaked off?
Maybe Tim the dog made her do it. Tim the dog told me to do it.
Ooh,
This is strange.
that's strange. This is
strange. Don't do that.
that's like serial killer vibes.
We don't know that, Link. We don't know.
Make sure that your daughter is not a serial killer now.
Usually it's not women.
Okay. My daughter's first word wasn't mama or dada. It was it was Goldberg.
The wrestler?
She would chant his name along with the crowd in WWE every time he made his entrance.
Oh, I
at
thought she was a
Colored
fan of that
Palace.
show that Shane Top was on.
Goldberg.
The Goldbergs.
Yeah.
That's not strange. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's something to be proud of. What was your first word? Goldberg.
Goldberg.
A 2-syllable
The
word.
wrestler. The wrestler. That's pretty great. What was your first word? I don't know what mine was. Maybe it was mama.
I think probably mama or dada. I think.
Cause did you call your mama growing up?
Well, you were present for most of it. Do you not remember? I didn't
Yeah,
call her Diane.
You called her. You didn't call her mom. You called her
Mommy.
mom,
Mama.
mama,
Mama. Mama.
mama.
Mama.
I also mamaed my mom,
That's where we're from.
mama.
And then at some point it became like mom, but probably like
College.
high school,
College.
maybe college.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone,
We hang on to mama for a long time.
everyone of our friends, for the most part, called their moms mama too.
And if you're really embedded,
Have you've been where we're
you
from?
call your dad.
I know. I
Dee
grew
Dee.
up an hour away from you.
Yeah, but you grew up in the
no
city.
One
Mama.
ever
We grew up in a
said
tobacco
that.
field.
Yeah.
We were both plucked from the pods of a tobacco plant
like a Cabbage Patch child.
and handed to our mamas.
Mama,
So like out
word.
in public.
mama,
Mama!
mama, come look at this knit shirt and structure. I want it.
Mama, is my braided belt that's tied around itself and goes down my thigh, is it too long? Mama, tell me. You just got a mental picture.
My little brother would stop mid crawl whenever he got too close to the foyer and cry. When he got older, he would sit and say, "I don't want to play with you," into the foyer. We later found out that that's where the prior owner died.
Oh!
She was a teacher and supposedly lovely, though, at the Pony.
There's so many stories like this.
Kids see ghosts.
There's so many stories of little children seeing supernatural things. What's going on there? It's strange.
What? You're a believer?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. You've seen. Have you had a play date with ghosts?
She would just be terrified in the dining room or living room. She'd be like, in the corner. I couldn't even go near there. She would just not.
What'd you do about it? Sage? We moved. Oh, you moved.
Whoa, you moved.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's strange, but I'm not saying it's. I mean, it's supernatural.
It's strange.
It's like it's mainline strange.
Right, yeah.
Like right into your veins strange.
Like if you were to have that featured, that reenactment and featured on a show, it'd be like Strange Encounters.
yeah,
call it strange.
mainlining strange.
Which in a way makes
the
it
name
kind of
of the
not
show.
strange. You know, it's supposed to
Right.
be strange and not
Right.
strange.
I don't think it's strange for that reason. It's strange in a way that we're not talking about.
I don't want to play with you.
I just learned one of our neighbors rents their house, and the woman that owns the house
Well, that's their right, Stevie.
came by. I don't know how. Cassie is a magnet for older people to have hour-long conversations with her that she doesn't know. So this was a
Okay.
good one.
Elder
My
magnet.
vantage point is always great for these because I can watch, but they can't see me. And
What do you mean? they
learn
can't-
some new.
You're like behind a curtain?
Well, she's like out in the front yard.
You're like peeking.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm like with the dogs looking out the window. And she learned some new facts. And one of them was that there used to be people that lived in our house before the people that we'd been told stories about who only lived there briefly because there was an older woman that lived a few houses down and then an older woman that lived next to her. And they used to be good friends, but then they had a falling out. And one of the older women was like, "Hey, I haven't seen this other woman in a few days, but I don't care. And I'm not going to check on her. Everything's fine. I hate her." And so the people who lived in our house were like, "Well, now we need to go check on this older woman, make sure she's okay." And they found her dead in her bedroom, and she'd been there for, 5 or so days.
Oh.
And it freaked them
What a
out
jerk.
so much that they moved because
What?
they couldn't be near the house
Because
or walk
someone
by the
died in
house.
another house?
Yeah,
Okay, come on now.
You got it.
I-
Come on now. Yeah, you
I
got
don't
it.
know. Listen, I didn't fact check everything that
Don't
this
go
woman
to
said.
what's that
Oh, I
website?
believe it.
What's the website we went to?
Diedinhouse.com.
Diedinhouse.com. You can find out if somebody's died in
Yeah.
your house.
Yeah,
Do that before you buy the house, though,
yeah, exactly.
not after.
My kids do a lot of silly things, but my oldest used to climb into the kitchen cabinets and cry about being stuck. And here's a picture.
Okay, so he's not.
stuck.
He's not stuck.
You're not stuck. You little squirt. Get out of there.
Well, that
Give me a
is
Gatorade.
Funny.
There's nothing in your cabinets. Maybe if you'd fill it up with stuff, they wouldn't crawl in there and get stuck. Why is there nothing in your cabinet?
It's hilarious.
You're inviting this.
It's hilarious, is what it is. Wow. I mean, what was he thinking?
Well, he's young, Rhett. I'll give him that.
Well, I've seen those TikToks where there's like a dog that.
It's not a dog.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make some kind of connection here where there's like a dog that there's two French doors, and this person is like, our dog will not go through this doorway unless we open both doors, even though there's plenty of room. And they just showed it over and over again. He would just sit there like, and then she would open the other door and he would go through. So maybe there's something like that that's happening in this child.
Jade does that for a couple of things. It's like the door, I have sliding doors, and I can open it wide enough for her to go out, and like Jasper, he's gone. But like I have to get it like 3 times as wide as her before she's willing to go out.
Yeah,
I've never shut her up in it. I don't think anybody has. And sometimes at the end of our hallway, there's that one step up before you go into like the family room. Sometimes she'll stand in the hallway for hours because she's afraid to go up that one step. That at other times she'll just go over like it's nothing.
Maybe what's going on here.
She might be seeing a ghost.
If you've got a kid this age, right? So again, this is something you see parents do where a normal adult person can go like this. You put your hands over your head and there's all this room. But if you're a baby and you do that, their hands barely touch because their head is so big.
Yeah.
Maybe this baby understands how big its head is. Maybe this baby
You're right,
feels the weight of just how it's like. What if your head was like 30% of your body? You might get into a closed space and be like, I'm stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm stuck.
There's nothing
They
worse
don't know how big my head is.
to get stuck by than your head.
Right.
Like kids putting heads through fence posts and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's a scary predicament when you try to back out and you can't.
Well, Jesse and I were in Portugal, and we walked. We were like in those like cobblestone streets, and we were like walking down one, and then we kind of come to this T, and there's these steps, and it was like nighttime, and there's a lot of people walking. We weren't the only people. But there was a kid who, like, right as we're walking by, the 2 parents are there, and the kid sticks its head out from underneath some stairs, and then can't get its head back. And Jesse was like, "Should we help?" And I'm like, "What are we gonna do?" Like, what? I was like, the parents are right there. They're going to
probably
figure this
figure it
out. Do I need me and the dad need to push the child's head back? I was like, I think they'll probably be fine. They could still be stuck, and maybe I'm a bad Samaritan.
All right, you swayed me. Not strange.
My son Owen falls asleep on the couch all the time, and he's usually in the weirdest positions. I found him like this a few days ago.
Huh.
Wow. So,
I'd love to be able to sleep like that.
I mean, he's in like a meditative pretzel position. That is wild, dude.
This like goes against
That is
gravity, though. Like what? Like
his heel is like
abs
stuck
have
up
to be
under his other calf. Is what's happening.
Yeah, he's got that left leg pinned with the right leg. I don't think this is strange. I think it's enviable. I think that at some point you get to a certain age and you just stop being able to do this.
It's a bit strange though. It's like
one time
either he's going to be a gymnast or he's not going to walk after that nap.
We went into Locke's room one time when he was about this age, and his shoulders and head were still in the bed, but everything else was out on the floor, and he was completely asleep. Like just his head was still in the bed because he had like a low like toddler bed.
Oh, okay.
And he had taken the blanket and put it on the floor with him. It was just like, I was just like, I wish I could do that. He's going to wake up and he's not going to hurt.
Yeah, that's strange. But this is more strange. I'm saying strange.
I'm saying not strange.
Just because it's enviable doesn't mean it's not strange.
Well, there you have it. It's strange. Is it not strange?
We'll leave you on a cliffhanger.
Are you ready for this year's Good Mythical Evening? Grab your tickets for October 25th at goodmythicalevening.com today.